Welcome to the Johnny Fongo Show. I am Johnny Fongo. It is March 16th, 2021. A little bit about my show. This show is all about sharing my research into cannabis stocks and cannabis companies in the medical marijuana, recreational marijuana, CBD market. And there's a lot of news out there about mushroom stocks and psychedelic companies, so we also touch on those. Most of the stuff we talk about is publicly traded companies. We will, from time to time, look at companies that are not publicly traded. Okay? Up-and-coming companies, ones that you need to keep on a little list and keep Googling to see what they're up to. We will look at everything cannabis, THC, CBD, hemp, and everything in between. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a regular guy. I'm a big fan of the plant, big fan of investing, big fan of trading, and a big fan of research. So I just want to share what I know and what I've learned with people that are of similar thought that I am, that cannabis needs to be legalized, and it needs to be taxed, and it needs to be a business, and it's just going to be a good thing. I hope you enjoy the information I share. Any stock or company I talk about is not a recommendation to buy it. It is more a recommendation to learn about the company if it fits into your strategy. With that being said, let's get to it. All right, run down through the headlines real quick for this morning. Planet 13's award-winning brands now available in 53 dispensaries across Nevada. Tilt Holdings enters third market through completion of its acquisition of Ohio processing facility. That comes through at 6:30 a.m. on the Globe Newswire. OBITX announces Robert Adams as Chief Technology Officer, 6 a.m., Globe Newswire. Rubicon Organics to report Quarter 4 2020 results, 6 a.m., Globe Newswire. Dutchie raises $200 million in VC from Tiger Global-led group, buys cannabis point-of-sale providers Greenbits and Leaf Logic. That came through at 5:59 a.m. on Benzinga. Poverty Dignified Incorporated, soon to be Exit Technologies Incorporated, awards New York Bay Capital Investment Banking contract. 5:55 a.m. PR Newswire. Love Hemp Group PLC announces global sponsorship agreement with the UFC. 3:30 a.m. Access Newswire. Clean Power Capital announces AGMS results in appointment of Raghu Kalimbia as Chief Executive Officer, 12:01 a.m. All right, that's just this morning's headlines. There's a few things from last night that came through as well. Delta 9 announces new U.S. ticker DLTNF on the OTCQX. Sproutly completes first tranche of financing. Came through at 5:03 p.m. last night. So let's delve into Planet 13's award-winning brands now available in 53 dispensaries across Nevada. Planet 13's ticker is PLNHF on the OTC. On the Canadian Stock Exchange, it is PLTH. Currently trading at about $6.74 a share. We are going to ask one of our friends to cover this story for us.
Larry Scheffler, co-CEO of Planet 13, commented, "We are pleased to announce that our unique in-house brands have continued to see strong demand across Nevada. Planet 13's owned brands are now available in 53 dispensaries in Nevada, including the Superstore, ensuring that more customers have access to our award-winning products." Planet 13 brands and wholesale. Planet 13's owned brands are available in 53 dispensaries in Nevada, including the Superstore and Medizen, up from 8 at the end of Q4 2019. Planet 13's premium products have recently won awards for Best Sativa Vape Cartridge, Best Hybrid Vape Cartridge, and Best Sativa Concentrate. The company's owned brands are among the top-selling product SKUs in the state. Planet 13's portfolio of branded products covers every category, with a product to complement every activity. The portfolio includes Ha Ha Gummies, Dreamland Chocolates, Leaf and Vine, Trendy, and Medizen. For more information on Planet 13, visit the investor website. About Planet 13. Planet 13 is a vertically integrated cannabis company based in Nevada, with award-winning cultivation, production, and dispensary operations in Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world. Planet 13's mission is to build a recognizable global brand known for world-class dispensary operations and a creator of innovative cannabis products. Planet 13's shares trade on the Canadian Stock Exchange, CSE, under the symbol PLTH, and OTCQX under the symbol PLNHF.
Planet 13 is definitely getting after it in Nevada. I've heard a lot of stuff about this particular company. Never been there, never owned it. Not saying I wouldn't look at it. I know it is on one of my watch lists. So, next story, we're going to look at Tilt Holdings enters third market through completion of acquisition of Ohio processing facility. Tilt Holdings on the OTCQB, it is TLLTF. On the Canadian Stock Exchange is TILT. Currently trading at about 0.6175 cents, almost 62 cents. We're going to let Guy take this story for us and explain it further.
Tilt Holdings Incorporated, Tilt or the company, CSE, Tilt, OTCQX, TLLTF, a provider of business solutions to the global cannabis industry that includes inhalation technologies, cultivation, manufacturing, processing, brand development, distribution and retail, announced that it has completed its acquisition of Standard Farms Ohio LLC, SFO, previously announced on April 16, 2019. SFO's purpose-built 9,600 square foot processing and CO2 extraction facility, the facility, is conveniently located just outside of Cleveland, providing ready access to the state's 52 operating dispensaries. The facility currently produces high-quality medical cannabis products including tinctures, vaporization cartridges, syringes and topicals, with the company expecting to expand its product offerings to include concentrates and edibles inspired by Tilt's award-winning operations in Massachusetts and Pennsylvania. With the expansion of the Standard Farms footprint into Ohio, we continue to execute on our strategy of delivering a differentiated portfolio of premium products and supply chain solutions to multi-state providers, licensed producers and cannabis retailers, as well as opening up another dynamic marketplace to our brand partners, said Gary Santo, president of Tilt. Through the acquisition of SFO, Tilt now has plant-touching operations in 3 fast-growing limited license markets, and we are excited to provide Ohio's 52 dispensaries with a diverse selection of top brands that their customers want, while generating meaningful revenue. Ohio is the 7th most populated state in the U.S. The state currently has 160,000 registered medical patients, representing more than double Ohio's 2019 patient totals. In 2020, cannabis sales approached $277 million, representing almost 290% growth compared to 2019. To learn more about Tilt, visit www.tiltholdings.com. About Tilt. Tilt helps cannabis businesses build brands. Through a portfolio of companies providing technology, hardware, cultivation and production, Tilt services brands and cannabis retailers across 35 states in the U.S., as well as Canada, Israel, Mexico, South America, and the European Union. Tilt's core businesses include Jupiter Research LLC, a wholly owned subsidiary and leader in the vaporization segment focused on hardware design, research, development and manufacturing, and cannabis operations, Commonwealth Alternative Care Incorporated in Massachusetts and Standard Farms, LLC in Pennsylvania and Ohio. Tilt is headquartered in Phoenix, Arizona. For more information, visit www.tiltholdings.com.
All right, Guy, thank you very much. It's an interesting story on Tilt. Ohio has got a pretty good medical program going, from what I understand. So, keep an eye on Tilt. I definitely am. It's on several of my watch lists, like most of these stocks. We've got some breaking news we need to go to. We've got a bunch of headlines that just came out across the wire. We'll run down through them real quick and touch on a few of these stories. Village Farms International reports fourth quarter and year-end 2020 financial results. Generates earnings per share of 12 cents for the quarter and 20 cents for 2020. Hey, positive earnings, not negative earnings. That's a good thing. Next one, that came to us from PR Newswire just out at 7 o'clock a.m. A black female entrepreneur and group of female investors are disrupting the CBD industry. 7 a.m., PR Newswire. Dutchy, the leading cannabis tech platform, raises $200 million, now valued at $1.7 billion. 7 a.m. on the PR Newswire. Green Thumb Industries opens Rise Paramus, its second retail location in New Jersey. That comes from a Globe Newswire at 7 a.m. Next up, Heritage Cannabis achieves strong sales growth, reaches first $1 million revenue week. Hey, that's great news. That comes to us from the Business Wire at 7 a.m. Emerging Growth Conference 3 announced for March 17th. Niche companies in tech, pharma, cannabis, solar, and more in attendance. Columbia Care reports record fourth quarter and full year 2020 results, reaffirms 2021 guidance. That comes to us at 7 a.m. from Business Newswire, and that catches us up on the most recent news. Let's look real quick here at the Village Farms International story and see what they have to say. Village Farms International reports fourth quarter and year-end 2020 financial results, generates earnings per share of 12 cents for the quarter and 20 cents for 2020. I got to tell you, you see a lot of earnings reports of negative earnings. It's really refreshing to see positive earnings. So Village Farms, full disclosure, I have owned them. I did quite well on them while I had them. Canadian producer, from what I understand. On the NASDAQ, it is VFF. On the TSX, it is VFF as well. So we're going to let Clara take the story and see where it goes.
Pure Sunfarms sees 28% sequential growth in fourth quarter retail branded sales, and remains adjusted EBITDA positive in each of the 9 quarters since commencing sales. Village Farms International, Incorporated, Village Farms, or the company NASDAQ, VFF, TSX, VFF, today announced its financial results for the 3 months and year ended December 31, 2020. All figures are in US dollars unless otherwise indicated. The company's financial statements for the 3 months and year ended December 31, 2020, as well as the comparative periods for 2019, have been prepared and presented under United States Generally Accepted Accounting Principles (GAAP). On December 31, 2020, Village Farms owned 100% of Pure Sunfarms Corp., Pure Sunfarms, as the full acquisition of the remaining interest in Pure Sunfarms occurred November 2, 2020. Accordingly, for the 60-day period from November 2 to December 31, 2020, Pure Sunfarms financial results are consolidated with Village Farms results for both the fourth quarter and year ended December 31, 2020. For the October 1 to November 1 and January 1 to November 1, 2020 portions of the 3-month and 12-month periods ending December 31, 2020, Pure Sunfarms is accounted for on a proportionate basis as equity earnings from unconsolidated entities. Pure Sunfarms' fourth quarter and other recent highlights, dollar amounts, are before Village Farms' proportionate share. Achieved 28% sequential quarterly growth and 248% year-over-year growth in retail branded sales to provincial distributors to $15.5 million, following sequential quarterly